And if you're hopping on here, I'm impressed because this is a little bit later than we normally are. Because, well, family is more important. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And so, probably going to watch this on the replay. And if you're watching the replay, welcome to Watercolor Wednesday, where we do watercolor things. So I hope you all are having a wonderful week. And there's a lot of things going on right now. And oh, hey, hello, welcome. Let me know where you're watching from, and if you're watching the replay, of course, I want to know where you're watching from too. We've got some cool upcoming things where you can watch me on some other channels. And so where you find yourself right now is Watercolor Wednesday. So typically we're here 5 p.m. Pacific time. All right. And this Thursday and some future Thursdays, you can go over to the Daniel Smith Extra Fine Watercolors. I'm a brand ambassador for them, if you didn't know that. Hey, someone's watching. And, well, I will be there with some other brand ambassadors, and it's actually tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific time. You can also watch the replays on those. This was an ongoing thing that we did during the pandemic, and it's still going on. So I'll be joining them. We're going to be looking at some certain color swatching, which is pretty exciting. And while I'm telling you about this stuff, I'm just going to fire up this iPad. All right, we are rocking and rolling on the iPad. That's pretty cool. And the other thing you can look forward to is this Sunday. I will be featured along with some other artists on Sketch Card Wars. That's right. If you're not familiar with that, you're going to want to check it out. It's really fun, where we are actually doing artwork on these art cards. Do I have one here? I mean, of course I have one. But is it worth showing? Well, if you were here last week, well, actually, I'll show some other artists' work. Look at this one. I won this one in the Mental Con. This is Paul Heel's sketch card. And there you go. Look at that. That's pretty impressive. And put in the comments if you know who that is. I'd be really impressed. And here we go. We've got this sketch card that I won at the Mental Con. And look at that. We got a nice little Wonder Woman. Pretty cool. Here's another sketch card. And look, that's the front. So this is a sketch card. These are cards just like baseball cards. So this would be 1, 2, and 3 cards that would make a puzzle. But each artist got sent some different sizes, different substrates to work on. So we normally do watercolor. So this is pretty impressive for markers. Yeah. This looks like it's got some watercolor and markers and maybe those cool pens. And so yeah, these guys also partake in the sketch card wars. So what's fun is we all put some names, and there's a little digital wheel, kind of like Wheel of Fortune, and it stops on a character's name. And then we all go to town painting on that. So, all right. So what are we going to look at today? Well, I had a gentleman show me some artwork over the week. And he's also new to the channel. Might be watching too. But I'm not going to name any names. I'm not going to make any favorites. But let's open up this sketchbook. And, you know, I do got a little project too I'm going to paint on. But, you know, it's always good to do some sketching. And hopefully I can find a page in here. Remember all these fun things we went over? Some of them we didn't. Hey, there's it. Look at that Godzilla. He's pretty cool. And yeah, some of the stuff, maybe there was like some workshops and whatnot. There's a blank page. And oh, that's a nice King Goldman little portrait. Let's just go here. This would work. So when you're looking at like forms, okay, and you're like trying to draw some stuff, and you know, hey, we got a technical issue here in the Stockton. Yep, it's time for another lead. That's okay. I got my handy dandy sharpener. And you know, when you're an artist, there's usually all kinds of pencils. Now, this is an HB. That will not show up on this program. So, it's good to have some art supplies. There's got to be a pencil in there. Oh, we need this eraser. Yeah, so there's some pens and some brushes. Some more pens. Oh, yeah, look at there. Some more pens. Look at that. You get to see all my secret stash of pens. Well, there's another mechanical pencil. Bump, bump, bump. Which, it too is out of lead. And what? We did not have one stinking pencil. You know, that's the problem with organizing all your stuff. We always go and put things. So there is some pencils right here. Voila! Yes. There we go. Thank you to good old Cheap Joe's. And look at that. Thank you, Cheap Joe's. There you go. Ooh, sorry about that squeaky. That was pretty gnarly, huh? So when we're looking at drawing, shucks, I could have just used that little guy. Look at that. Voila. Look at that. Pretty cool. All right. Now I'm just being silly. Yeah, it's late. I know there's nobody here because most of you East Coasters are already on a Wednesday night. Ooh. Let's take just a simple little square. And, you know, if you can't draw a straight line, you know those people. Guess what? You have a sketchbook with a straight line, and you can get parallel with that edge. And then, so here we got just a good old square, all right? And I'm going to put a little line out here. And this is our little vanishing point. And our little eye line. And now I'm going to just take this corner and go straight back like this. All right. We'll just move that right there. It's no big deal. Now we can make a point and come here, here. All right. Now confident little line. See that? And then I can go here and here. Here and here. Here and here and back. Look at that. Now, I can get parallel again. So this is parallel. This is parallel, and this is parallel. So if I do another parallel line, and now I do a vertical, but keep it parallel with the vertical, I can come here. All right, we now have this box. All right, so could I have done that without this perspective business? Of course, I could rough in a nice little box like this. All right, and these are parallel, these are parallel. This comes here with that. There'd be a little dot, 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 dot. This is parallel, dot, dot, dot. Now we have a glass, plexiglass, little guy here. And so this would come down, dot, 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 dot. So this edge is maybe our plexiglass lid here. And this comes down. And I'm using line width. All right, so we build up. When we're learning these art terms, the first thing is you gotta start the car to go places, right? And if you don't step out, you won't be able to go to the next step. So here's the thing I've been learning, I'm watching in some of the beginner students. So now let's make like a cylinder, okay? And I'm gonna take this cylinder and now I'm gonna do some parallel lines over the top here. Now I'm gonna make another cylinder. If I go like this loosely and here loosely, now bring that line like this. All right, so now, I mean, don't be judging, don't be shooting the messenger. I'm just simply roughing this in, like, you know, if you want to see me get technical, don't make me bust out these lovely little dudes here. All right, and we'll bust out some ink. Do. You know what? I grab my mother's old marker every week. I don't know what it is about that. It's like my mom's wanting to draw with me every week with that Sharpie. I always put it in a place that I don't grab it. And then, of course... Alright, so... I've got this dude. And I came across these inexpensive pens. Just be careful. Like, sometimes these things just fall apart. And they're so cheap now that you could get these things. And I think I went to pull off. Yeah, and this whole thing came off. I was like, whoa! Ink came out. It was pretty gnarly. So, here we go. We've got that one here. And I'm going to bring this one all the way back. Like this. And then we're going to go over here. And you're like, what? That's going to leave some lines. And, yes, I wanted to leave some lines. When you're exploring these shapes and concepts, you're going to unlock some cool things. And we're gonna get in here. And now, actually, that's a whole nother can of worms. But here's the thing I want to do. And in order to do it, I get to draw now with these dudes. So you're seeing all kinds of art supplies, right? So if you're new to back to arting and stuff, you're not gonna have all these things, but maybe you might volunteer at your local, you know, at your local museum or art society and whatnot, and you get blessed with all these lovely things. And right here, I'm just gonna remember Oscar Miner. Come on, Gabriel. Oscar baloney. That's just a whole bunch of baloney. You remember baloney? I know some of you are already singing the Oscar Mayer. My first name starts with. All right, so we got a thing of baloney. I'm not full of baloney, but some people might argue about that. So when and if I were to put a piece of baloney, that piece of baloney now is going to lay down on this surface. Unless you've let this piece of baloney set out too long. Then maybe not. And then this is going to come up like this. I've never done this on this channel. I've done this in person and on workshops with my mentees. And we are looking at what is called form. We are forming this piece of baloney. Now, this looks more like a really bad Band-Aid. So that just tells me, you remember how the baloney, if you were like, I don't know if it was the poor kids or the rich kids, but there was like this red, like plastic tape that was around the baloney. I'll have to ask my wife, babe, was it cheap baloney or expensive baloney that had the tape you had to pull off? She's like, I don't know. So someone knows exactly what I'm talking about. So if you're watching this, hey, there's 3 of you here. Who's here? Hello, secret watchers. I know the comments are in. So if you're secretly watching, so look at this baloney on our thing, and just so you can see what I'm talking about a little bit more, I'm going to make this now look like kind of like steel. And so color, shape, value, chroma. What's the difference? It's the same. It's just being fancy, like, you know, because I went to art school. So there's this little bit of shadow over here, and look at these. So these are all watercolors, and these are the pencils. These, in my opinion, are the good ones. And Faber-Castell, nice too. Just buy like one of those sets. Like when you see them on sale or you get a good coupon, then buy one of those ones that have like, I don't know, 30 or 50. That's a good indicator. So now let's put our baloney on our where's my baloney color? Oh, it's right here. So now the baloney is not gonna like lay on this piece like where it kind of is like stuck a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So this forming with an item, let's get that a little dark. Now it really looks like it's slabbed on there, huh? Ooh, you know what's also fun? Remember Craft? No, yeah, was it Craft Singles? Craft Singles, come on. Put in the comments. Were you a Craft Singles kid? I was a Craft Singles kid by not by choice, but that's what we had. We also had that block of cheese too, and yes, we did wait in the line at the park to pick up the free block of cheese, which I think my mom only used. Hey Charlie, what's up? We call it flux cheese in our house. Nice. There was these videos for a while. I don't know if it's TikTokers or what, but they were going around slapping it on little babies' faces. They just like take the cheese and try doing that with your dog. Yeah, it's not going. So here we got our Kraft single cheese, which I don't know if it's really American. Really. Whatever that means. So check it out. So I'm gonna start with the yellow, and we're gonna put that Kraft cheese kind of on an angle. And might look like a big piece of Kraft cheese, and it's gotta be a little bit bigger. So it's gonna kind of like stick out a little bit. It's not gonna really like weigh down too much where there's only like a little bit of cheese like hanging over, but on this side now it's gonna drop kind of down, and so you're like, why are you showing us cheese on a plexiglass? And I'm gonna show you because it gets really fun here. Just share shortly. So here's our cheese coming down. This side's sticking out, right? This has to look like it's melting a little bit, but that cheese does not melt very well, right? And yes, I am being silly, and this is gonna come down and roll like that. I'm not even tripping on you seeing through, but we all do know, right? Bum, 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 that Kraft singles are not transparent. And for all two of you who are watching, and whoever's watching the replay, there'll be much more people watching later. I know, especially those East Coasters. Wednesday night's just too tough. They gotta get up, lawyers, doctors. I get it. It's all good. So this Kraft cheese is starting to melt a little bit. Now I am fussing about. But what if our sunlight up here is a light and it's shining down on our Kraft cheese? So sorry, Eric, if you're watching the replay, there is no lavender. Oh my gosh, light violet. Good enough. So I'm going to come, this is right about here, and then this kind of comes over, so something like that, and then back there. So I'm going parallel coming down. I'm trying to make this look like it is hanging out. Now, this isn't going to be really hard edge because there's some distance here. You see that? And yes, of course, if you have some photo reference, by golly, you probably will even make a better picture. But you'll probably be very judgmental and pick on yourself and go, oh, that looks nothing like that photo that I sold from, I don't know, whatever website. So just play a little bit, These are fun little things that you can do. Look at that. Would you look at that? I gotta slow my ADD down just a little bit. Now this is gonna stay nice and clear, except for here. And then maybe some, you know, he was just here. Oh, look at this guy. So we're gonna go bam and boom, bing. Oop, a little darker for you folks watching. Hey, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, look at that. And we'll come this way. Boom, bang, bam. Look at that. So we got now some craft cheese. For some reason on this really nice, you know, I was planning on putting like a really nice baseball card in there. And the ball, I was gonna put the baseball right here. And I was gonna put the card that was signed in there, but now you guys have ruined it with the this was a very expensive glass case. What were you thinking? All right, so I digress. So I'm seeing people kind of like doing some fun pieces out there, and I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know, like I like melodrama kind of stuff too. And, you know, they do this, there's like the mask that goes like this. And it comes like that. And, well, I'll just do it small. There's a mask. And then one's a happy face. And then there's another mask. And then one's a sad face, you know, this like melodrama thing. And I saw someone do one of these the other day, and they really didn't understand like the form, all right? The form of the face. So, for instance, you know, then I would get out a photo reference. If I'm like doing like a logo for somebody or something, you know, or, you know, like your granddaughter says, hey, will you help me? I'm supposed to do this thing for school. And can you draw a cool mask for the melodrama group? And I'm like, that's cool. And this is a scenario. I did not have this thing, but let's just put skull. All right, look at that. We got some skulls here. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, what about those? Whoa, those are pretty wild. And that's not a skull at all. Those are drawings. There's another drawing. There's Spider-Man, of course. Spider-Man kind of looks like a skull. We'll go to this guy. So this guy, he's happy, right? Just a happy gentleman. So we've got some sockets right here. And if you just get in here and be really kind to yourself and loosely get in here and understand, just draw the way these forms are moving on this this space, you know, and I'm not getting too crazy about proportions right now. I mean, for all I know, this is AI, you know, like there's so much out there. But I've got real skulls on here because of the museum. We did some of those fun things, but what I have here now is, this is a nice flat little spot here, and then this comes up, and, you know, this almost still already looks cartoony to me, per se. But now, here's the thing, friend. That's why you have more than one photo reference, and then I can come over here and I go, oh, yeah, you know, that's right. You know, this does kind of come out like that a little bit. And there is this ridge more. That other person didn't get that in, and that's fine. And that's what I get for not fully, you know, well, today's a little bit different. Today I'm just happy to get on here for you. Look at this. This is this nice little ridge right here. A nice little ridge coming up, you know, and then we go like this, and we kind of have some fun, and you just take a chill pill, and then we get our eraser here. Now, these kneaded erasers are nice because your regular eraser, I mean, this is a good one too, but if I do this guy, and I just do this little, remember Play-Doh? Remember, hi, can Billy come over and do Play-Doh? I used to have Play-Doh parties. I had the barber set, and yes, of course, I was a barber for a while. Now, this is where we go wrong. Now we go, oh my gosh, I gotta get tight. So we get in here, we get all tight, and this, oh my gosh, like, and the next thing you know, you're 5 hours down the road and nothing looks like anything. But this right now has such some nice form, but what it's missing is this, the cheese on the plexi box. All right, casting a shadow. So sadly, there's not much lighting. Oh, that guy would have been great. Shucks. So this lighting is right down on top. Oh, there was this guy. Oh my goodness. And you know what? I had this dude. I could have just used him. And don't worry, this is not anything crazy and demonic. This is one of those Pokemon things. So anyway, I digress. Oh, look at that. Why didn't, so oh look, you know what's happening now? My guy here is uploading more photos. Nice. So thank you for finally syncing in with my phone. Let's go here. Oh, see, this is a really nice thing, but again, the lighting is just like not the best. You know, you can never have enough photo reference. Oh, here's another section. Yes. Let's see if we find something with lighting. Oh, look at that lighting. Oh my goodness. That's wonderful. So where's the light source coming from? It's coming from here. So that tells me that this part now I am getting in here. Now that I've got all this wonderful, what we call form and mass, we're going to now get in here and put in some light. Oh, well, guess what? The light is already there. I'm just being silly today. So in here, bum, 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 bum. All right, so this is all nice and dark because our light source is here. I don't have to have this facing the same exact way as my dude here. All right, I can get this in with the lighting. Now this is going to be nice and dark right in there on that ridge, but guess what? That's going to go here. This is going to get a little bit lighter. Now I've got some of that. We're going to come down like this, all right? And then this thing is nice and dark back in there. This stuff, see that? And so this is here. So we don't always have to look at this little shape. Bum, bum, bum. So we can't see it too much there, but I can build the form with light and shadow. All right, then we've got that head, and look at that. He has the baloney on his head. I can't make this up, folks. It just happens, and it's just silly. I can knock this back a little bit more. See what eraser I'm using? And I had to do that. If I would have just had a little bit of Play-Doh time. So this is dark lighting under here. And this is helping build the form. And I see you guys out there putting the mask on. You know, we got some cool stuff. This dude is missing a tooth. And where's he missing a tooth? If I were to go in here and hit edit, gosh darn it. If I were to take a screenshot, bam, now, and I take blue and I draw a line. Helps not to have the eraser. I got a line, boom, down the center here, center-ish, and down, and here, and over, and here. All right. What tooth is missing? Well, this is your like little sweet little gap, buddy. And guess what? I'm just gonna leave that. That's just great. So there's my center line, and this is gonna come here. And what tooth is missing? This guy. Now this is gonna come back like here, and then Mr. Tooth Missing, he's gonna go. Now we see these little teeth right here, like this, and then there's this other one, little gap. And then there's this piece here. Dude, this guy must be related to me. He's even got the canine thing. And now what we have here is overlapping. And we come over to the other side. You know, you don't have to have every side. I mean, it's gonna have what's called a pattern. Now we've got some overlapping, and watch this. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna just knock it back. And people are like, oh my gosh, your drawing just looks like so realistic. And I'm like, oh, stop it. Whatever. So, all right. Look at this. Are you watching? All 5 of you? With maybe one eye open? I'm just kidding. So I'm seeing like, oh, let's see if he's in here. We've got, what, the Green Lantern. He's big right now. So is Superman, but Superman doesn't wear a mask face, right? So we're going to go green. And you know what? He's not on here. Green Lantern, not in this, it's not updated yet. If you guys know technology, I'm gonna hire someone. That's right, we're hiring. And we're just gonna go here to the intrawebs, or whatever they're calling it now. What do they call this? What's it technically called now? Let's go comic book green lantern, bum bum bum. And you know, the Green Lantern that I like was done by Neil Adams. You know why? Because Neil Adams would use reference photos. He was a pretty awesome kind of guy when it comes to his craft. And like, let's see, we'll go, oh, look at these. Oh, here we go. rocking and rolling with the Green Lantern. Now, if you don't know, there he is. There's Mr. Adams. The ring chooses the person. And, there's something there, huh? That you've got to be a worthy person to live a life where you get chosen. We all want to get chosen by something, Now, this is a nice profile here. And, but, I'm looking for the angle that our skull is, That's where I'm trying to keep it. Oh, look at this one. This is a favorite of mine. Look at that. Look at that. And look at that background. Holy mackerel. Wow. Isn't that just wonderful? Hey, you know what? Check it out. So this is wonderful. Is it by Neil Adams? Bum, bum, bum. You know what I know is this one's kind of funny. Still looking for the angle. Oh, and there's the green arrow. And put in the chat if any of these were your faves. Oh yeah, those are great. This is actually kind of like our angle right there, huh? Bum bum bum. Look at that. And so I think some of you that would do this form stuff, you would probably just kind of like, or the masquerade, the sad face and the happy face, you would probably just like start with these eyes and make those like almond shapes, and then you would make that wrinkled up forehead, and then come here and then draw some hair, and then you'd come here and do some cheeks, and then you go, oh, that ring's so cool, and you'd start working on the circle of the ring, and you're like, I remember getting that ring in the cereal box, and then you're on here and you're like, wait, I was just working on a portrait, and then so you're back here. What you'd want to do is a nice circle and draw a T where the eyes are in the center, and then find where the nose is and the mouth and build. But I still see people just getting in here and doing this mask, and they don't understand the form, and they would even probably go like that. And then they got the nose sticking out, which is not the mask. And then they would do this thing, and then they'd be, oh, that's just horrible. So what if we go back to just our good old baloney, and that baloney is going to slide right down his face. All right, so the baloney is kind of like hanging on right here. By this time now, the baloney, I'm full of baloney, I get it. So this baloney now, it's been out so long, it's gone green. It has gone green, and the baloney is on the ridge of this skull. Now, by this time, the baloney is like starting to shrink. All right. And then what's going to happen is the baloney is going to go like this. All right. Over the nose. It's going to follow the form. All right. So that baloney is going to kind of like sink down in here. And then it's going to come over the nose. And now it's just doing this weird kind of cockeyed thing on here. So it's following our skull. All right. So now we've got a big piece. It doesn't even look like bologna at this point. It just looks like that wilted spring mix that you let go bad in your refrigerator. And it's just like watery and wilted, and you're trying to pick out some good pieces out of it still, right? Because you don't go back to the store till Sunday. Let's get some water. This is supposed to be a watercolor class. A watercolor deal. So now we got some watercolor in here. And guess what? I'm going to also get real silly. And we're going to put some non-watercolor green mask color thing. I don't even know what's even over here in this. I'm just grabbing some stuff. And what did I just do? I just toned the paper. I got rid of our little white image. And this is not even watercolor paper. Like, crazy guy. Now, I'm actually going to get a brush that wants a lot of paint. And we'll get this over here on to the camera. So I'm actually going to take my color pencil and guess what? I know I got darker green. Here we are. Look at this. I can just, look at that. There was a time in art school I could only afford the watercolor pencils. So this part of the mask is in our light, not in our light, it's in the dark area. So look at this, I'm just getting paint right off of the pencil and splattering it all over. Like, I'm not going to be getting too cray here, but I am going to switch the color now to a brighter green. Why? Because this green is not in the dark. And guess what? Now I can just, oh, guess what? Look, I could just, oh, my goodness. Look at that. I can just get the pencil wet and put this stuff down like that. What? And since my palette's on, oh, I got some purple here. This is purple-right. What? Gabriel, it's black. No, it's not black. It is a darker value. All right. I got that purple-right. And then what's this green stuff? Cobalt green deep. Oh my gosh. I didn't even plan this, but there it is. So I'm grabbing some paints, you know. I've got paints over here just, hey, use me. And, alright, so guess what? We got some purple here. Purple-right. It's a Daniel Smith. And if you're just now joining me, I'll be on the Daniel Smith group tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to do some swatching together. And now I can put this nice little dark value. It doesn't even have to be green, my friend. And we're going to put this wonderful thing down this way, like so. Then I'm going to come like this. And I'm not even worrying about the eye sockets. Now I'm going to grab some of that green. And I'm going to go right in here. And this is all dark, so it can be less transparent. What? That's right. I can now drop in this wonderful stuff like this. Look at that. Bum, bum, bum. Coming in here. This is going to come down and around my green bologna. Now, this skull is a little bit more different angle than his head. His chin is tucked in more. So our skull that we had for our photo reference guy was on this other angle, and we're gonna bring that around. It's, you know, it's nice and sunk into those sockets. So, you know, this side is a little different than the other side. Check it out. If I go over here, now I get some dark stuff. Gonna mix it right in there, maybe a little darker. And now I'm gonna bring this side over here. I am making what is working for this subject matter. And that's where the beginners go wrong. And it's just, I used to do this too. I used to make these mistakes. And then you have someone that you appreciate that gently says, hey, I just thought I'd give you a little positive critique. And maybe you could see this angle, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm not even building up those other areas, but if I were, I get now some yellow here. And 5 more minutes and we're done. Now I get this, I'm making a green, a bright green. And watch this, I'm just gonna boop, look at that. And maybe some yellow. And look at this, just make a mess. Because this is the other thing I noticed. Some people are not putting enough color down before they lift. Are you hearing me? Is this stuff starting to like sink in? You're like, that's right. Because you get frustrated when you're lifting, and then what happens? It gets lighter. It's getting lighter on you, and you're like, man, when it was wet, it looked really good. And I understand. We all are in there. Now I'm putting the baloney all over the face. Not putting baloney on, I'm putting the skin on our skull. So if you didn't see the skull, you're just now joining us, guess what? You'll have to watch the replay and we'll get the baloney off the head. Okay. And so this is going to come here. I know there's an ear over here, but he has such a good head of hair. Oh my gosh. What? Yeah. Neil Adams he knew how to put a head of hair on a tall, dark, handsome. And his daughter, Zena Adams. If you're not following Zena Adams, I don't know what you're doing in your life. She does some amazing color work when she does decide to come on and share. She does. This is some hair stuff, and it doesn't even have to be the right color. I just need, for me, tonally, for this sketch, and I'm just working out, forms and ideas, but I was trying not to get rid of our cool stuff back there, but it's all good. This is going to come around like that, and like my cheese is now in his hair. And he's got that nice green around him. I like this Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Well, if I were to clean my brush, there we go. Bum, bum, bum. And a little more yellow. And this is not even watercolor paper, nor should it be right now, because this is when you get that special watercolor paper and you just treat it so special, or that sketchbook. Yeah. Am I clicking? Are you tracking? Are you smelling what I'm putting down? So what I want you to do is start exploring more. If there's anything I came on here, is think about these forms. And I want you to play we're going to be doing some playing over at Daniel Smith tomorrow on the live. You could either join us on the actual live. If you go to their website, you can join us there, or you can just hop on Facebook when we go live. And then eventually, if you're working, some of you are still working class, I get it. And you're going to start seeing some more of this form building up. And yes, I am using some Chinese white. And let's move that up. So usually when you guys are live with me, you remind me, hey, move it up, move it up. Like, I am using some Chinese white because I'm just building some form. And this is all about the light and shadows now. And I'm still working off of my original skull. And so I'll screenshot that just to remember. Hey, get that book. Oh my gosh. What a great book. Let's go back to our skull. And, oh no. Let's just type that back in. I said we were done in 5 minutes. So, I got an early morning, folks. Alright, back to our skull. And, we had another skull, didn't we? This is our original skull. So I'm seeing where that lighting is. And so there's a little bit of light there. But that's green. And so this is green here. And then we've got maybe even some brownish, a little brownish. And then this is gonna go like this, like that, here. So form it out. That's gonna come up. This is gonna come here. Now I'm starting to see that the ridge that's gonna come down over, right? That's a little ridge like this, and then over and back. Or I could come this way and then back and then cut there. And I like to see some of these little nice little drips. Little soft edges. Some nice hard edges. Didn't hurt anybody. And then he's kind of got that. He's like saying something, huh? He's got something to say. So let's give this guy something to say. Hey. And well, obviously he's got the baloney. So this is gonna come like this, like that, and then it's gonna actually go higher, and then like this, right? And then coming over here. You can do this. Just be generous and kind to yourself, and you know what? You'll be doing some cool form building before you know it. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you've already seen the movie with the Green Lantern. I'm curious. And that green, and then it's a darker green, right? Under here. A darker green, Gabriel. There you go. Like that. And so we're starting to see our form build. Now, did I start with the eye? And now, see where I'm making this dark right now, but it doesn't matter what color. And we're gonna go there, and I know you want to see a red tongue. Like, come on, really? All right, there's your red tongue. Like, but what I would rather see is, I would rather see you put some paint down, and then clean your brush. I got 2 waters here, a nice clean one, and a dirty, dirty, dirty one. So look at this. For all three of you that are here, holy mackerel. So our other guy was missing a tooth, right? But superheroes, they're not missing teeth. Where's our guy with the missing tooth? Not missing tooths. Oh, where'd he go? He ran away. He rolled away. So check this out. I'm going to just lift. I'm going to take some water and just lift. All right. Now I'm going to take some more water and I'm placing it down here. Now I'm going to place this one down like this. Now I drew this, so I kind of have a good idea how to draw overlapping teeth. And then I'm gonna get dark now under those teeth like this, per se. Now that one guy was missing a tooth. I don't think our guy should have a tooth missing, but there it is. You guys, if you're not laughing yet, then I don't know what to tell you. And I could come in here with my finger, but this paper can only take so much beating. So I'm gonna get some white gouache and go boom, 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 like this with some teeth. And that looks kind of scary because he's looking like, you know, he don't have lips. So I'm gonna get in here. Now, this is where I would grab some photo reference. But I've got our skull here in front of me. And that's pretty good. And here we go. Drop that in there like it's wonderful stuff. Like this. And here we go. Bam. Boom. Some nice forms. And he doesn't have a high what do they call that? I should know. I used to cut hair. He's got nice, thick, luscious hair. Now, the guy in the movie's got different hair than this. But obviously, there's gonna be these multi-universe. All right. Now I'm gonna get in here, get these eyes. Bam. Look at this. Like that. And then I would actually wait until this is dry and on watercolor paper. Not just sketchbook stuff. But, you know, several of my friends do wonderful stuff just in their sketchbooks. Even oil painters. I'm like, why did you put that in? There's some rain. And if you don't mess up your paintings every now and then, you're not growing. You've got to be able to know that you're not fixing and you're just still painting. I mean, I could still come in here and build these forms and build and build and build. Now I'm going to get back in here again. Boom. See, I still have not gone black, black, black. You know, that's the joy of watercolor, is still leaving that wonderful light. But I'm understanding the form. That's why we're starting to just keep seeing these like metamorphoses of these wonderful like faces. And so you know, we've seen already. Now I'm just going in circles, but I think you get what I'm saying. And for all you people that are watching the replay, I do get your wonderful messages, but and if I didn't reply, it's probably because I'm driving. Yeah. Some of you are watching them, and I'm like, oh, look at that. Oh, just missed my exit. And we're sliding, aren't we? So maybe he's got teeth, maybe he doesn't have teeth, and obviously I'm going to approach this, you know, different, you know, with watercolor paper, where I'm going to like do this once, have a plan, but when you are building these things, now this is just, again, I'm now just looking at the skull and thinking of how this all comes together. And there was a really cool green right over here. Bum, bum, bum. Cobalt. Nope. Let's see. Where are you, buddy? Cascade green? Ooh, maybe. Cascade green. And you know what I might do is get a little bit of Hansa Yellow Light. Nice thick stuff. Bam. And I'm gonna grab a different brush. This one's dry. It's not my wet guy. And you know, this is just me killing that lie that watercolor is the hardest medium. And we're gonna go back to our friend, and hopefully it comes back up. Bum bum bum. There he is. And so here we are. I'm building up the chroma, and now we've got this green coming here like this, this wonderful thing here, and this coming with, now it's gotta, I've got the pattern of what to do, but it's gotta fit my guy's face. All right, so you're gonna see like different characters, yes, and different subjects, yes, like a horse is gonna have maybe a different characteristics, but if you are understanding the form, let's get another dark color out here. There's purpurite again. It doesn't have to be black. I just need a value that's stronger. And I'm just actually really finding out how much this water paper cup, this sketchbook can take. So much. So I did a boo-boo last week. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I used a gouache. If you missed it, now you can go back and watch and see, and let me know. This is Shadow Violet. Oh my goodness, what amazing. If you don't have Shadow Violet, it's like you telling me that you've never had a blueberry pancake or Pop-Tarts. If you've never had Pop-Tarts, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying you need to eat them now, but when you were like a kid. So here's this coming in here. Nice. Look at that. This is going to come back over in here. Now I'm putting it on my guy's skull, okay? So he's it's kind of like that baloney is stuck to the face. I've got to rinse out that brush if I get that nice green. Bam! Look at that. And then here we are. Look at this. So, who is coming out to San Diego this next week? I'm just curious. Who is going to come out and we got this coming here. Photo references are key, and if you can look at real stuff, you're gonna be even more shape. Now this guy, let's go back to our other skull. Now I gotta look at his skull because that's what we're working with. This face. Now I'm using some nice thick paint now, and I'm building the form of our mask. And I mean, I think I just did this 3 times for you, but I hope this was helpful. Sorry I have to use all those food terminologies, but you get it, right? And here we go. I don't even think it even needs to be like the right colors, just to build and understand our guy here. Now, of course, when I go to do this as a sketch card or a painting, right, I'm going to probably take my time. I won't have to talk like there's people here in the room. And put some nice tunes on, enjoying life. This is a darker value down here. I don't even have to have the right color. I just need to understand that shape. I'm kind of going back and forth. And here's that mouth open again. I keep going off camera. Someone probably is telling me, but I'm not. His shoulders are like way up in there. And the shoulder's gonna come down. And this face is darker. Cheekbone. And, you know, if I haven't showed you how to make a really nice mess, well, I've showed you now, because if you don't learn how to do these wonderful messes and then come in here and put these lovely highlights now, because where was the light? Do you remember where the light was? It was right above the face up in here. And it'd be a nice warm spot here. There'd be a warm spot on his cheek and on this cheek, and then on this lip. But you know where there wouldn't be, and I'm trying to make a color that's not too mucky, is right under here, under this nose. Come here, paint. Not too dark. Now, this is gonna come a nice little dark shape here. And I'm slowly building that up in there. See that? I'm looking at the skull. How does that form? You know? And then I build this back up over in here and come back this way. Come back over there. Look at that. The baloney is there. And then you know what I do again? I take this big mop brush, and I don't take myself serious, and I come like this, and guess what? I go to bed, and I go, hey, let's have fun and do this again, you know? And so, try playing with some baloney, and, you know, this is a sketchbook. And a sketchbook should have pencils rolling down. A sketchbook should have, look at Spidey going right across. Good times. You should have some ugly stuff in your sketchbook and some goofy fun stuff. It's just have some handsome guys and some guys that you don't know if you really trust them or not. People stopping in your studio and posing for you, and teenagers kick a butt and taking names at games, you know. Oh, that was a good one. That is not a middle finger. He's like doing the Spidey thing. Look at this guy. That's my Monopoly, dude. He's got a sweet mustache. And Hasbro will probably now put that on their thing, and I won't get any money for it. Oh, this is lovely. Lovely. So, of course, there should be another barn in here. Hey, look at that guy. Yeah. Look at that hand study. Yeah, thanks to Super Annie. Thank you. Hey, look at this guy. Yep. And so, where's our little paper? It ran away. It's all good. This little lovely lady was stopping by my studio, and you know who I saw when I looked at her? I saw Wonder Woman. And so here she is in this panel. I got Wonder Woman. You know, she's got superpowers, but don't let her fool you. She's in the chair. This lady came to the studio, and her eyes, I don't know if you can see those eyes. Yeah, because I pixelated the picture, but she had great eyes, and so we got some nice eyes in here. And superheroes can look like this too. All right. Have a wonderful week. Maybe I'll see you at the Daniel Smith Zoom live on Thursdays, or this Sunday at the 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're watching this later on in the dates and the years, I'm sorry you had to hear some old dates, and you could probably watch the replays there. Other than that, thank you so much. I appreciate. Who's here? Did you guys even say hello? We got Charlie here. All right, and some other secret people that didn't put anything in the comments, but thank you for the 1 thumbs up, and I'm sure the rest of you that are watching the replay will smash that like button. And if you want updates, make sure you hit subscribe. You guys hear this stuff all the time. Thank you. Again, this pencil was a black wing, which, oh my goodness, great pencil. And the mechanical pencils, great when they got lead. These were the DeWalt's and the Faber-Castell watercolor pencils. Daniel Smith Escoda brushes. This is just your good old run-of-the-mill. I don't even think you even can get this one anymore. You know, I actually saw a sketchbook at the dollar store that it wasn't so bad. It was like $5 though, but it was decent. Take care. I will see you next Watercolor Wednesday. Sorry for the folks that we didn't see you on our regular schedule time, but family is more important. You gotta love those that are around, And, yeah. Thank you for all your prayers and all your wonderful love you send towards my family. We feel those, and we appreciate you guys. And have a wonderful week. And if you ever have any questions, just leave them right there in the comments. There it is. There's Wonder Woman. Look at that. That's a Wonder Woman. And yeah, this is Wonder Woman, and this is younger or something. Whatever. Thank you. Take care. Bye.